So the next point of this chapter is the quantitative aspects of the electrolysis. Now quantitative aspects means what? The amount of or the mass of a reactant consumed in the reaction, in the electrochemical reaction, and the amount of product formed in the electrochemical reactions, that will be depend on the stoichiometry of the half reactions. Means the which half reaction? Half oxidation reaction and the half reduction reaction. So this amount means the amount of substance or the amount of reactant consumed in the electrochemical reaction and the amount of product formed in the electrochemical reaction depends on the stoichiometry of the that electrochemical reactions or the electrochemical half reactions. Okay. Now in that, first we have to study or we have to calculate the quantity of electricity passed. Now suppose during electrolysis, means during the electrolysis of any electrolyte, suppose the some amount of electricity is passed through the, means what we are doing during the electrolysis, we are joining the electrode to the direct current source or to the battery. So some amount of electricity will pass through this electrolyte. Okay, so whatever amount, that amount, how we can calculate? So this amount, which is denoted with the Q and taken in a coulomb, its a unit is a coulomb. So amount of or the quantity of electricity passed is calculated when the I amount of current is passed through the solution or passed through the electrolyte for the time t. Okay. And now the product of these two quantities is nothing but the quantity of electricity passed through the electrolyte. See here, how we can calculate? Q is nothing but the charge, or you can say the electricity, total amount of electricity passed through the electrolyte for the reaction of electrolysis. For that, suppose we are passing the I amount of current through the solution for time t in a second. Okay, so product of electric current into time is nothing but the amount of electricity. So this is the quantity of electricity passed. Q, which is taken in a coulomb, current is taken in a ampere, time in a second. So Q is equal to I into T is nothing but what? Electricity passed through the solution. Now second one, we have to calculate the moles of electron passed. Okay, in the solution. Now moles of electrons pass. How we can calculate that? See here, total charge. Okay, total charge, or you can say the electricity. Total charge is nothing but what? Q. That we have calculated now only. Total charge or the total electricity passed through the electrolyte is nothing but Q. Now number of moles or the charge present on 1 mole of electron. Okay, charge present on 1 mole of electron is nothing but 96,500. This is the charge present on the 1 mole of electron, and this is taken in a coulomb per mole. Okay, so this is the charge present on a 1 mole of electron. Now moles of electron. Now this is the charge present on a 1 mole. So you can take down moles of electron or number of moles of electron is equal to what? Q divided by 96,500 coulomb per mole. Okay, so this is the formula for number of moles or moles of electron actually passed. Okay, बघा हा formula. We have to solve the problems depending on this formula. First, main formula is what? Calculation of quantity of electricity. Total electricity, or you can say the charge. काही वेळा electricity म्हटलं जातं total electricity, or sometimes it is called as a charge, total charge. So Q is equal to I into T. I is nothing but current, electric current into time. Now how we can calculate the number of moles of electrons passed through the electrolyte? Okay, त्या electrolyte मध्ये total number of moles of electrons किती आहेत हे कसं फाइंड आउट करणार? Total charge in a electrolyte passed is nothing but what? Q, coulomb. Now charge present on a 1 mole of electron is nothing but, which is standard value, this is 96,500 coulomb per mole. So from these two values we can find out the total moles of electrons actually passed through the solution is equal to what? Q upon 96,500. Okay, so this is the formula to find the moles of electron actually passed through the solution. Now the third value which we have to calculate is the moles of product form. Now while calculating the moles of product form, we have to consider the balanced equation of the half reaction. Okay, balanced equation of balance means number of electrons, number of atoms present in the reactions. Okay, that we have to consider. So we have to consider the balanced equation for the half reaction occurring at electrode. Okay, indicates the moles of electrons passed and the moles of the product formed. Okay, when you are considering the reaction, when you are considering the balanced chemical reaction, then from this reaction you can understand the number of moles of electrons present in that reaction, or the number of electrons passed through this reaction, and number of moles of product actually formed in this reaction, that you can understand. Means from the stoichiometry of the half reaction you can find out the number of moles of product formed in this reaction. So for that, suppose you consider the reaction copper with the gain of electron will form copper which is in a solid state. Okay, so when you are taking the copper ion, you will get the copper in a solid state. So for that we require 2 electrons. So from this reaction, okay, from this reaction you can understand, from the stoichiometry of this reaction you can understand that here, what you can understand, that 2 electrons are required for the formation of 1 mole of a copper. Means here 2 moles of electrons required for the formation of 1 mole of copper, because copper is in a +2 oxidation state, so required 2 electrons for the formation of 1 mole of copper ion. So I will write here, for here 2 mole of electron required for the formation of 1 mole of copper. Okay, so what you understand from this reaction, 2 mole of electron is required for the 1 mole of a formation of 1 mole of a copper. Okay, now to simplify further, we introduced another term which is called as a mole fraction. Oh, sorry, it is called as a mole ratio. What is this term? Now for the finding out these moles of product, we introduced one term which is called as a mole ratio. And how we can define this? That is, mole ratio is nothing but moles of product formed, moles of product formed in the reaction divided by moles of electron actually pass through the solution. Okay, so actually, or moles of electron required in half reaction, required in half reaction. Okay, so for this reaction, okay, when you are considering the 1/2 reaction, so see here, understand properly that when you are finding out the moles of product, so there are 2 reactions. Half is a oxidation, half is a reduction. So you have to consider the stoichiometry of a half reaction. So here we are taking only here one half reaction. In that gaining of electron is nothing but we have considered here reduction. Okay. So reduction reaction we have considered here. So when you are considering this reaction, you understood that 2 electrons are required for the formation of 1 mole of copper. For simplifying this term, or for simplifying the formula for finding out the moles of product, we considering the one term which is called as a mole ratio. How we can define this? This is nothing but the ratio of moles of product formed in the half reaction divided by moles of electron required in a half reaction. Now from this reaction, how we can write it down the mole ratio? Moles of product is 1 mole and moles of electron required are the 2. So mole ratio for this reaction will be 1/2. Okay. So I hope you understood the term mole ratio. Mole ratio is nothing but mole of product formed divided by moles of electron required in a half reaction. I have taken one example also. From this reaction, you can write it down. Moles of product 1 mole divided by moles of electron 2. So mole ratio will be 1/2. So by simplifying this formula, you will get mole of product formed. How we can find out this now? Mole of product is nothing but moles of electrons. I will write in short. Moles of electron into mole ratio. Short मध्ये लिहिलेला आहे मी. Mole of product formed is equal to what? Mole of electron into mole ratio. Now mole of electron. Now only in this second equation we have found. What is that? This is nothing but Q divided by 96,500. With unit I will write Q in coulomb and this value coulomb per mole. So mole of electron into mole ratio. Again you simplify this. Q is nothing but current in ampere into time in second. So you can write it down this also. I into T divided by 96,500 coulomb per mole into mole ratio, which is nothing but what? Mole of a product. So we have found the third formula. See here, quantitative aspect of electrolysis मध्ये आपण first formula find out केला for the quantity of electricity, which is nothing but total charge. Q is equal to I into T. Second one is the calculation of moles of electrons, which is nothing but Q divided by 96,500. This is second formula. Third one is a mole of product. We can find out the mole of product. आता हे सगळे फॉर्म्युले लक्षात ठेवायचे आहेत कारण की ह्याच्यावरती तुम्हाला प्रॉब्लेम येतात तर त्याचे कन्वर्जन सिम्प्लिफिकेशन सुद्धा तुम्हाला माहित पाहिजे. सो मोल ऑफ प्रॉडक्ट इज नथिंग बट मोल ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन इनटू मोल रेशो. मोल ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन, how we can find out this? Q upon 96,500. How we can find out Q? That is I into T. So again I have written here simplified formula. Okay. So any formula we can use from these three for solving the problem according to the values given. कोणकोणत्या व्हॅल्यू दिलेल्या आहेत त्यानुसार तुम्हाला कोणता ऍक्च्युअल फॉर्म्युला यूज करायचा आहे प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह करताना ते समजेल. ओके. सो चार्ज दिला असेल तर हा फॉर्म्युला यूज करू शकता. इफ करंट अँड टाइम इज गिवन देन यू कॅन यूज दिस फॉर्म्युला. ओके. सो दिस इज द मोल ऑफ प्रॉडक्ट. नाउ द फोर्थ वन क्वांटिटी that we have to find from the electrolysis reaction is the, right here, fourth one is the molar mass of a product. Calculation of mass of a product. Okay, so this is the fourth one value that we have to find. See here. Now, while calculation of mass of a product, now we have found mole of product. From that only we have to find the mass of a product. Now, when you are considering the mass of product, which is denoted with the letter W, which is nothing but moles of product into its molar mass. Okay, you have studied in 11th standard that how we can find out the number of moles. Number of moles is nothing but weight of substance or mass of substance divided by its molar mass. So that formula only written here, that mass of product is mass of a substance is equal to moles of substance divided into मोलार मास. तोच फक्त सिम्प्लिफाय करून लिहिलेला आहे फॉर्म्युला. आपण नंबर ऑफ मोल्स कसे फाइंड आउट करतो? मास ऑफ सबस्टन्स डिवाइडेड बाय इट्स मोलार मास. So we have written here mass of a product is equal to moles of product into molar mass. Now we know that moles of product, okay, that formula we have derived here now only. So moles of product is nothing but what? Now I will write directly this formula. That will be the I into T divided by 96,500 coulomb per mole into mole ratio, that is the value of moles of product into molar mass. This molar mass you can denote with the capital M also. So mass of product W we can find out from this formula, that is I into T into mole ratio into molar mass divided by 96,500. That way also you can say that. एकत्रित सुद्धा तुम्ही हा फॉर्म्युला लिहू शकता की I into T into mole ratio into molar mass divided by 96,500 in this way. So by knowing these values we can find out the mass of product. So this is all about the quantitative aspects of electrolysis. Okay. Now the next one, in that second part we'll see that now suppose you have considering the two cells, means the cells containing the electrolytes are connected, means two cells are connected in a series. Now we have studied the electrolysis of electrolyte. Okay, electrolyte से electrolysis study केलं, त्याच्यामध्ये आपण एकच सेल कन्सिडर करत होतो. Suppose you have taken now the two cells which are connected in a series, that time the same quantity of electricity will pass through the cell. Okay, electricity जी quantity असणार आहे ती same असेल, but the masses of a substances liberated at electrodes, okay, that will be the different two cells and that will be related. How we can relate that? Okay, first cell will take, suppose you have taken the first cell. For first cell, how we can write it down? That mass of a product. Now only we derived that formula. How we can write it down? That I will denote that with the W1. Suppose W1 is equal to, how we can write it down? That Q, which is in a coulomb, divided by 96500 coulomb per mole into what? Mole ratio. Okay, now this mole ratio is for first cell, or the half reaction of a first cell, into molar mass. Okay, that molar mass of that product which are liberated at electrode of first cell. Okay, so that also I will denote with the subscript 1. Okay. So this is the weight of a substance, or you can say the mass of a product formed at a first cell. Similarly, you can write it down, the equation for or the formula for the second cell. Now we can write it down, Q upon 96500 coulomb per mole into molar ratio for a second cell into molar mass of a product formed at second cell. So I will write here 2. Okay. Now from these two formula, you can say that, or at start only I have told that as the two cells, there are two cells which are connected in a series, the amount of electricity passed through the cell will be same. Okay, amount of electricity जी असणार आहे ती same असेल. Means this value, that is Q upon 96500 divided by 9650, this value will remain same. So you can write it down, the equation for this. Okay, so we write here for a Q divided by 96500 is equal to, how we can write this formula, that is W1 divided by mole ratio into, now instead of molar mass I will write M1. Okay, molar mass च्या ऐवजी, words च्या ऐवजी मी M1 लिहून. Okay, now similarly I will write here equation number 1. Similarly, from this also you can write it down, Q divided by 96500 is equal to what? W2 divided by molar ratio into M2. Instead of molar mass of a product, I will write here M2. So suppose this will be the equation number 2. Now from equation number 1 and 2, its a left side is the same. You can write it down, W1 divided by molar ratio into M1 is equal to W2 divided by molar ratio so here will be the 1 molar ratio of a product into M2. So this is the last one formula that we have derived from the electrolysis reaction when the two cells are connected in a series. Okay, so from that whatever value is given in the problem, you can find out the another values. Okay, W1 is the mass of a substance, or you can say the mass of a product formed in the first cell. Similarly, mole ratio of product in first cell, M1 is a molar mass of a product of first cell. Similarly, W2, and that both quantity are same. So W2 upon mole ratio, this is the ratio, these two ratios are same. Molar ratio of product at second cell into M2. M2 is a molar mass of a product at second cell. So this is all about the quantitative aspects of the electrolysis. Okay, we'll stop here. Hello students, in the previous lecture we have studied the quantitative aspects of electrolysis. So depending on that point, today we'll take the problems based on that. See the first problem. What is the mass of copper metal produced at the cathode during the passage of 5 ampere current through the copper sulfate solution for 100 minutes? Molar mass of copper is a 63.5 gram per mole. As previously I have told that when you are solving the problem, first you have to write the given quantities. So we discuss the given quantities first. What are the given quantities? See here, current is given, means the value of I, which is 5 ampere. Time is given, for that, for a time the current is passed, that is T, which is given in a minute. So it's a unit, is a minute. Now first see what is given here. What is the mass of copper metal produced at the cathode? Means first we have to write the stoichiometry, that is a half reaction for the copper. So what is that reaction? At cathode there is what? Reduction. So copper will reduce as what? Copper 2 plus 2 electron. It required 2 electron for reducing, and then it will convert into the solid. So copper will require 2 electron for conversion into a solid. So from this half reaction you can find out the mole ratio. Okay. So first we will find the mole ratio. Mole ratio. So we have discussed the formula of mole ratio. What is that? Mole ratio is nothing but number of products, or the number of moles of product formed divided by number of electrons, or number of moles of electrons required in a half reaction. So here, what is that? 1 mole of copper in a solid will form when 2 mole of electrons are used. Means mole ratio for this reaction will be 1/2. Now what we want to find? The mass of a copper. So formula for that, mass of a product, I will write directly formula. Mass of product is equal to what? Current in an ampere into time in second divided by 96,500. Its a unit is a coulomb per mole into mole ratio into molar mass. Now here we have to find the mass of product. So here product is a copper, that is why we are considering here molar mass of a copper. So I will write directly molar mass of a copper. Now we have to put the values in this formula. Current is given 5 ampere into time. Now see here, time, always time we have to take in a second. Here time is given in minute. So 100 into 60. 1 minute is a 60 second, that is why 100 into 60 will convert into second divided by 96,500 into mole ratio is 1/2 into molar mass. What is given molar mass? That is 63.5 gram per mole. Now after calculation of this, now I have told previously that all calculation we have to do with the log table. So by doing the calculation of this, finally you will get the answer is a 9.787 gram is a mass of a substance which is denoted with the W. So this is your answer for this problem. Okay, what is the mass of a copper? So what is that? Mass of a copper produced is 9.87 gram. So this is the problem. Now the next one problem, read that. What is that? In a certain electrolysis experiment, 4.36 gram of zinc deposited in one cell containing ZnSO4 solution. Calculate the mass of aluminium deposited in another cell containing aluminium chloride solution connected in a series with ZnSO4 cell. Now when we studied the quantitative aspects of electrolysis, in that second part we have studied that when two cells are connected in a series, the amount of charge passed or the amount of electricity passed through the solution will be same. Okay, then we have derived one formula. So using that formula we have to find the mass of aluminium deposited in another cell. Okay, so here the given quantities. First we'll write the given quantities. What are the given? In a certain electrolysis experiment, 4.36 gram of zinc is deposited. Means the weight of zinc is given. So that is why W1 is 4.36 gram. Then calculate the mass of aluminium, means we have to find the W2. Another cell containing aluminium chloride solution connected in a series with ZnSO4. Then molar mass, these values are given. Means suppose we taken ZnSO4 is the first cell, then M1 which is 65.4, M2 will be 27. So we will write directly formula here. What is that formula? That is W1 divided by molar ratio of first cell into M1, which is equal to W2 upon molar ratio of second cell into M2. Now before finding this W2, we have to find the molar ratios. Now how we can find out the mole ratios? Now only I have told that. How we can find out the mole ratios? Now see here, for a first cell, I will write here, for a first cell, zinc is deposited. Means zinc 2 plus 2 electron will give the zinc solid. Okay. How we can write it down? The half reaction for the deposition of zinc, Zn2 plus 2 electron gives the Zn solid. Now aluminium, for aluminium how we can write it down that? For aluminium, for second cell, Al3 plus 3 electron you convert into aluminium in a solid. Now for these two reaction, how we can write it down the mole ratio? So mole ratio for a first cell, for formation of 1 mole of a zinc we require 2 electron, means its ratio will be 1/2. And for this second reaction, mole ratio is equal to, from this reaction you can say that for 1 mole of aluminium you require 3 electrons. So that is why mole ratio will be 1/3. Now we get these two values. We can put these values in this formula to find the W2. We will write this on this side. See here, W1, value of W1 is a 4.36 divided by mole ratio 1/2 into M1 is, M1 of Zn is a 65.4 is equal to W2, that value we have to find, divided by molar ratio for second cell is a 1/3 into molar mass of aluminum is a 27. So by simplifying this, what you will get? W2 is equal to 4.36 into 2 into 27 divided by 3 into 65.4. Okay. See here, this 2 will go in a numerator, this 3 also go in a numerator. By cross multiplication you will get W2 is equal to 4.36 into 2 into that 27 divided by 3 into 65.4. Now after simplifying you will get the final answer as a 1.2 gram. Okay, that calculation we have to do with the log table. Simple calculations are there. You can take the log of this numerator first, addition of all logs, then log of these two, addition of this, then this total log, whatever you will get the log, addition of this log, addition of these two log, we have to do subtraction. Whatever answer you will get, you have to find the antilog of this to get the final answer. W2 is equal to 1.2 gram. So this is the problems based on the quantitative aspects of the electrolysis.